Today we're at Brian and Lorraine Weirs' house at Wallan, and we're checking out their stunning, mostly Grevillea garden, and with a few Correas and other Australian native species. Let's go and have a look.
There's a grafted bluey on the ground, a couple of hardened verdure on the fence posts.
So bluey was a chance seedling, eh, that came up?
Yeah. It's getting sold in half a dozen states around Australia now.
Nice. And what do you think the parent plants might be?
Possibly Grevillea nivea and Perinda royal mantle.
All right. Gets these nice red toothbrush shaped flowers.
Probably a bit hard in the shade. There might be one further down the track.
It's still doing well in this shady position, bud, isn't it?
Yeah.
And then you've added the Hardenbergia here. What colour are these? A purple or a white or a?
There's a purple mini ha-ha, I think it is.
Oh, yep.
There's about 60 different plants in the length of the nature strip.
How all nature strips should look, in my opinion.
Yep. There's Grevilleas, Banksia, Darwinias, Correas.
Wow.
Everything's extremely dry here at the moment because it hasn't rained or good rain in several months.
Yeah, well, it's look, it's the end of summer, isn't it? Coming to the end of summer.
We've had several days, around 35 to 40, which really cooks the ground a bit.
What do you got, a rosemarifolia here?
Yeah, lutea.
All right.
Just had a haircut yesterday.
Nice. We've got Eriangoides and Plurajuga, Dilsiana there.
Bit of a ring in over there, Weirdii, Eremophila Weirdii.
Oh wow, yeah. See the this silver foliage plant over here.
Got it.
Yeah, with the purple flowers. That's Russell Waite's Eremophila.
And next to it is Nev White's Black Shiraz. Nev bred it about 6-7 years ago and sent some down to us to trial.
What is a standard? And what do you love about them so much?
Just most of them, the weeping ones, are flat on the ground in their natural growing conditions, and the flowers get buried under the foliage. But if you make them into a standard, the flowers lifted off the ground and it's right in your face.
Yep.
And you get a good look at it.
What more could you want, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, a Grevillea flower right in your face. Have a look. Another one with your classic toothbrush shaped flowers. Great weeping down a retaining wall or an embankment, and then great on a standard.
That's crimson carpet.
All right. Is that a hybrid?
Yeah.
All right. Very nice. Mind if I walk in there? Oh, bees all over. There you go, look at that flower there. Come in, cameraman, just watch the plants. There's a bee buried right in there. Love the way it just weeps down like that. And look at this nivea up above us here.
I love this.
Yeah, Grevillea nivea. Look at that.
There you go. Oh, you got some?
Yeah. Bird magnet, eh? And bird and bee magnet.
That's about a 24-year-old one now. And have a look at the way the graft has grown.
Wow. See the graft here? Yeah, look. So why has the graft gone like that, Brian, do you think?
You get some where the rootstock is smaller than the scion, and others where the scion is smaller than the rootstock.
All right.
You'd have to go to someone with more knowledge than me for an answer to that.
You got plenty of knowledge, mate.
I just graft them. I don't worry about the scientific side. Infundibularis.
Infundibularis. That's a ripper. I just love the look of the foliage on that one.
Yeah, it's nice.
Just the orange flowers of that canning kumquat.
One.
Yeah, that's That's a chance seedling that come up after a fire swept through a garden in Pomona, and they think that Canning Classic is one of the parents. Is that Wendy's Sunshine or Pick of the Crop?
Pick of the crop.
Pick of the Crop. It says Grevillea Pick of the Crop, one of Neil Marriott's babies. Always a good performer, isn't it?
Yeah, it's been a bit sunburnt this year.
Yeah.
Yeah, it grows up in top end of WA in the Kimberley.
Have a look at it.
I'll have to take it inside come winter.
Yeah. What colour flowers does this have on it?
Pinkish, yeah, light pink.
All right. Nice, mate. What species was this up on top of the...
Thorny Devil. It had gone bald, so I just cut it back as hard as I could, and I'm hoping it'll come back.
See here, so this is your Grevillea robusta stem here, and then this is where Brian grafts on top of this. So that's what we call a standard, when we graft the desired species on top, so it'll weep down, and they're as strong. Like, look how strong that is. But he's lowered the ears a little bit on this one, haven't you, mate?
That one got the same treatment about 8 months ago.
Is that Ray Page?
Yep.
So this is named after a fella, the late Ray Page, for his contribution to the Grevillea study group. Another WA species, many different cultivars and forms that come of this species, isn't there, Brian?
Yeah, there's a lot of Bipinnatifida.
Yeah.
And like a friend of mine said, it's a sex-mad Grevillea because it crosses with so many different varieties.
Sex-mad Grevillea. There
Yep.
you go. Have a look at the way these flowers hang down, waiting for the birds to hang off and feed on these little flowers. Have a look at that. The little green tips on the ends of the styles. I love these fern-shaped leaves, and it's just a well-rounded.
Yeah, this one got blown to pieces about 4 years ago.
I remember that.
We cut it back to virtually nothing, back to the graft.
Yep.
And yeah, it's come back reasonably nicely. The canopy hasn't gone up high enough, but beggars can't be choosers.
Right.
Katie did.
Oh, I got another Neil Marriott
Yep.
hybrid.
That needs a haircut.
It's a good performing Grevillea. It just gets bloody big. That's all. But it's an absolute beauty. Have a look at all the bees and insects hanging around it. Great source of food for the birds.
Big Goodiana over there.
Wow, have a look at this Thesoides, Grevillea Thesoides.
Don't get a bee down your neck as you walk past.
Another one where the flowers hang down.
This one's pretty interesting.
Lemon Days.
Yeah, Lemon Days. It was growing as a bush upright, and it got sooty mould in it, and I cut it back to the graft, and for some unknown reason, it grew back as a weeper.
Right.
Why that happened, I have no idea, but it's much better this way as a
So
weeper.
it's usually an upright sort of shrub,
Yeah,
and now it's grown as a weeper.
yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it took us by surprise.
Maybe you become a hairdresser.
Yeah, there'd be a few people weeping.
cut a few ears off. What's this?
That's a Nana abbreviata hybrid.
Wow. Haven't seen this one. Have a look.
It came from Canalpin in South Australia, out of John Barry's garden. And
There you
he gave me permission to sell them as long as I gave him some recognition.
go. All right.
So I named it JB Special, John Barry Special.
This is from Richard Tompkins up in Queensland. Billy Bonkers, is it?
Yep.
Yeah. Marvellous plant, flowers for most of the year, with an abundance of flowers. He named it after his dog. Have a look at all the...
It's a bee magnet.
yeah, have a look at all the bees on here. All the honeybees having a party.
Fine leaf plurijuga,
Flurry.
purple haze.
Yeah.
Oh, purple.
Yeah.
It has really nice coppery coloured new growth.
It's a beauty, isn't it? How big's your
Half acre,
half acre? Yeah.
2,000 square
And
metres.
how long have you been here?
Oh, 28 years now.
Right, right. And how long have you been into your grafting for, Brian?
15, 16 years or something like that.
Yeah.
Pound for pound, it's a magnificent grev.
Little
Scrub wrens.
scrub ring. When David meets Goliath, it's a
It gets smashed
It's a
every year by
bloody-
the frosts.
big, a bloody big Grevillea, isn't it?
Yeah.
Don't see many of them. Have a look at this standard Eremophila.
Georgii,
Georgii, is it?
yeah.
Gorgeous Georgii.
I don't know why there's not more standard Eremophilas on the market. They're a beautiful plant, especially if you live in an area where there's no frosts.
Mm.
And it only gets very minimum amount of sunshine.
Never seen an espaliered Correa before. Who did this, you or Lorraine? You?
I'm guilty.
Bird paradise.
Yeah, where it all happens.
It's where it all happens, mate. Oh, this is your
Correa.
Correa. Wow.
Caliantha.
Have a look at that. And look at your canning kumquat.
Yeah. See the two different forms. The one out the front is rather squat,
Yeah.
where this one's a bush
Yeah.
form.
Are they from two separate
No, from the same one.
Grevillea rudis in a pot? That's where you used to have your scapidura, didn't you?
Yep.
One of the most interesting little Grevilleas, that one, I reckon. Very brittle, one of the most brittle, isn't it?
Yeah, especially when it's young. As it ages, it's a bit better.
Yeah.
Put on a bit of a show.
Is that jingle bells, is it?
No, I never have found out what it is.
All right.
The species, but
It is species, is it?
yeah, so I'm led to believe.
Is this Eremophila or
No, that's
biformis?
subspecies Symbiformis.
Yeah. Geez, it's getting tall now.
As for the aeroplanes, the white lights on top.
And this is your Junkifolia.
Yeah, it's flowered heavily this year. These spot flowers are the third flowering.
How's this fulgens here? Grevillea fulgens. Wow. When that flowers, it's going to put on a show, Brian.
Yeah, it flowers really heavily, but it's just had a haircut because it was taking up the path and the bridge, and
Yep.
that is a big plant.
You're a perfectionist with your pruning, aren't you?
Oh, nah. I call it a hacker without a computer.
A hacker without a computer.
Insignis is going to get a haircut very shortly.
Whoa.
Any volunteers?
Yeah.
Monster.
In sickness or in health.
And it is user unfriendly.
Spiky.
The spike. I love your little bird baths too.
Like antique wheel there.
Yeah.
Bit of, you know, ancient, off an old plough.
That's another Neil Marriott hybrid Okapokers.
Yep.
Oh, look at that. They get a real orangey flower.
But they need it. They need interstocking, I think.
All right.
The first couple of years they're really good, and then they die off a bit.
All right. Oh, you can feel the humidity down here.
You're kicking up down now.
Yeah. Look at a nice bottle tree in the back there. Acropogon.
Yeah.
Oh.
I got the log there with
Grevillea deadii over the back there.
And very deady eye.
Diddy eyed.
And then what's this one up above it here?
Carpet layer.
Oh, carpet layer.
Yep, one of
Really
Phil Vaughan's.
nice, mate. Is that one of his own hybrids?
Yep.
Phil Vaughan's. Oh. There we go, I didn't know that.
This was my pride and joy until the fox had a piss on it about 3 weeks ago.
Sure, you're not just blaming the fox.
Yes, definitely the fox.
He reckons the fox did it.
They've got a real nasty little habit. They mark their territory by pooping on top of plants.
What's this you got in here?
Evelyn's blush, I think
Wow, have a look at that one. That's a beauty. Have a look at this. Oh, let's move that
Pink
branch out of the way. Oh, no, just here. Yeah. Grevillea Ariostachia. The desert flame Grevillea. This is my my own hybrid that I've given to Brian. Brian gave me one of his hybrids and I've given him one of mine. So he's put that in a nice spot there.
it is. Bit shady at the moment, but
Yeah.
only for another half hour.
Anyway, Brian, yeah, want to say thanks for having us, mate.
Anytime, Binchy.
And we always love coming to have a
Good
look
on you,
at.
Steve.
Always love coming to have a look at your garden and yeah,
Thanks,
everything.
yeah.
So yeah, thanks
You're
for having
welcome.
us.
And
Yep, just have a look at this Wallan pine in here. Yeah, this is the Wallan pine. What is it? Wallamia nobilis.
Nobilis, yeah.
Yeah.
Mr.
And,
Noble
from
found
the Blue Mountains in New South Wales.
very
The dinosaur tree, I call it. Prehistoric tree. Grows down a big deep rock crevice in between the cliffs, doesn't it? What have you got here, mate? Oh, all the different birds. Oh, there you go.
Back in the 50s when I was a little tacker, you couldn't get chicken, not like you do today in the supermarket. The only time you got chicken was when the old man knocked the head off a boiler. And I'd seen my mother doing rose cuttings, just poking them in the ground, so I thought, I'm going to grow a chook. Didn't work then, and you know, it's still not working now.